Okay, there we go. That was a rather bizarre little thing there. Had my OBS for some reason decided to turn off all of its device recognition. So like I had all my audio devices, go and click on them, and it's like, it's not set to anything. Like, okay. All right. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm not sure what I'm going to play around with today. If we want to start Final Fantasy VII or play some more Morrowind or play Final Fantasy VIII, you know, I thought about that because I actually haven't finished Final Fantasy VIII. I never finished it. Chapter House Dune. What's up with the cliffhanger? Well, Frank Herbert did not intend. He didn't intend that to be like the last book, if I remember correctly, with Chapter House Dune. This happens, you know. I think he intended there was like a 2-part book. There's a second book coming after that, and then it didn't happen. Let me think. What's the second to last one? Is that God Emperor Dune? God Emperor Dune is really, you know, as time has gone on, I'm like, you know, I think it used to be like first book. First book I still think is probably the best book of the series. And then things get weird and strange as you keep going. And I think God Emperor of Dune ends up really being like the best Dune book at the end of time. That's what you end up with is God Emperor Dune being like the supreme version. Are you starting Final Fantasy VII or have you already started? I have not started Final Fantasy VII, so I may start it. My thoughts on Final Fantasy VII was to actually play the original on the Vita because it's the original, right? So it'll have all of the things from the original PlayStation version. The weird thing about Final Fantasy VII, for anybody who doesn't know, people who are big fans probably know all this stuff already, but most of the program and code for the PlayStation version somehow got lost at Square Enix. This happened with a number of games. So the resources for Final Fantasy VII got lost somewhere on the way. I think that was the case for 7, 8, and 9. Which means that without those original program files, like doing new versions from the PlayStation version just is difficult or impossible. But there was a PC version, and the PC version that came out, that's the one that ends up being ported to all these new systems. So if you're playing the Nintendo Switch version, you're playing like this modern port of the PC version of Final Fantasy VII. And the PC version for Final Fantasy VII has all kinds of bugs in it. It has a bunch of bugs, and it has a bunch of weird things where like they added and then took away like blinking animations. There's just a bunch of really bizarre things. I see my camera's having, I think it's these lights. I think if I turn these off, I have all these LEDs like on dimmers and stuff. And so like if they're at the wrong like light level, then the camera like every so often just has like a little freak out. It's kind of bizarre. If I were redoing this studio space, of course I'm getting out of here in like 4 weeks, then I would go through the trouble of finding incandescent light bulbs and putting in analog dimmers. This is actually really important for recording spaces, guys, is that LEDs and fluorescent lights both are very noisy as far as their electromagnetic interference that they put out. So they put out a lot of interference that'll pick up on your mics, it'll pick up on your audio lines if you're running a lot of cable. So if you're running like a long mic cable to something, then you'll get all this weird tape noise. You're like, how am I getting tape noise in an analog environment? And it's the fluorescent lights. So we knew this 20 years ago that we couldn't have fluorescent lights in a recording studio, but then they basically made incandescent lights illegal because they use too much energy, right? Not really thinking that, well, hey, there's specific applications for incandescent lights where LEDs are simply, they don't work. LEDs won't work and fluorescent lights won't work. But, in the political landscape, they don't really care about that. So you have to kind of scramble to find old incandescent light bulbs to light studio spaces, or you have to double shield all of your recording equipment and crap like that to try to get rid of it. And so that's what I think happens with this camera is that, I'm next to a microphone running phantom power. I'm next to, 2 LED lights to light me that are low power, but they still produce, little EM effects, and then LEDs in the ceiling, right? So if I did it again in the future, I would try to do it all analog, like the analog. It's harder to do, but I don't know. Maybe in the next place, if I build the next studio, I'll have it be like everything analog. You know what I mean? Anyway, so all of the ports of Final Fantasy VII, I have the PC version, I have the Switch version, and I have the PS1 version on my Vita. That's the original version. So I was like, if we do Final Fantasy VII, we should do the original PS1 version. Except it's better on the Vita because you have way quicker load times because you're reading off of a micro SD card, or your memory is just faster, right? I have it set up with an SD to Vita with like a fast SD card, so it's pretty fast. So anyway, that's the problem with Final Fantasy VII, is that there's some weird bugs in the later ports, and the best version still, for the most part, remains the PlayStation 1 version. Plus, they have weird fonts sometimes. I do have the remastered version of Final Fantasy VIII, and that one's pretty good. Definitely looks better than the PS1 version in some ways, but if you were to compare it to a PlayStation 1 version on a CRT, I think the CRT might still look a little bit better. There's some weird things on PlayStation 1 where as characters move, they do this weird judder thing because of just the way the technology worked back then. So the new versions get rid of all that, and they look better on modern displays. But they don't look perfect because there's often a mismatch. This was a problem with the Final Fantasy IX versions that are out now, of which I have several. I have like the phone one, and I have the PC one. And the Final Fantasy IX looks great, like on a phone, except there's this mismatch between the characters, which are very anti-aliased and very sharp, and then these backgrounds, which are kind of fuzzy and a low resolution. So getting something like the Moguri mod to like upscale all those textures is really, really cool with Final Fantasy IX. Hey, David, finally pulled the trigger and bought the Keys to Prolific Creativity. It just came in today, excited to read it to help me get over the hump of my solo album. Good. I appreciate you buying that. I read he intended the first trilogy, God Emperor of Dune, as a sort of intermission, and then a second trilogy to follow it. Yeah, I heard something like that. Like Chapter House Dune was not really intended to be the last book, that there was supposed to be another book after that. But, that happens. Like, artists often don't finish their work. Most of Tolkien's books have now been published posthumously by Christopher Tolkien because he simply couldn't finish them when he was alive and do all his other things, and the publishing industry didn't believe in what he had. And you can get it from his letters. Like, they didn't want to publish the Silmarillion because they were like, no one will read this. They didn't want to publish any of the other books because no one would read this. You see the problem with traditional publishing in that, right? Like, they didn't... The original Lord of the Rings was even kind of released in a half-assed manner where people didn't even know it, and it was like a surprise hit with like hippies and stuff. So you get this weird thing where, like traditional publishing, they're like, write more books like The Hobbit, and like this weird Lord of the Rings thing. They're only going to believe in the things that are already popular, and then when something is suddenly popular, it's a surprise that they pretend like they're responsible for. So same thing with Harry Potter, right? Like, everyone would have been writing stuff like Harry Potter back in the late 90s if they knew that was going to be the next big thing. Nobody knew that, which is why, which is why things turned out the way that they did. And meanwhile, you're going to have publishers that like Tor, like most of their money comes from Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson, and then they give that money to people who don't ever recoup their advances. Traditional publishing is It's been bad for a very long time. They've been very bad at like figuring out what people will actually read. Yeah, George R. R. Martin, I mean, he might never finish Song of Ice and Fire, or he might leave a draft behind and then they'll give it to someone like Brandon Sanderson who'll clean it up and put it out. You know, that's what I almost expect George R. R. Martin to like die before he finishes the last thing. He's not that old, and I think he's probably okay, and he'll probably somehow put it out, but eventually. But like, let's say he dies. Well, he might have this big draft that he just doesn't feel good about, and then they'll just hand it to somebody else to edit it into, you know, the final thing or to finish it up, and then that's what you're going to get. Yeah. Trad Pup has really kind of always been cringe, you know? They push... when you have the capacity, like traditional publishing is this weird blip in the 20th century compared to all other times and places, which was self-publishing, believe it or not. You know, people self-published their work 200 years ago because that's the way you did it. So this 20th century blip was like a publisher has a thing like, I can decide what goes in the stores and therefore what people read. And so you do have like I'm not sure what the right word is, but you're going to stock bookshelves with books that you think people ought to read and not books that they necessarily want to read. It's why in school you never read A Princess of Mars. I've made this point before. You never read A Princess of Mars in school. Princess of Mars is probably the most important novel ever written by Edgar Rice Burroughs. The more I think about it, it created the genre of sci-fi and fantasy as we know it today. It like set off the pulp revolution. Same thing with like Tarzan. You're never going to read that in school because they don't appreciate the importance of that. So if they're looking at like what's important, they only think what's important to English professors 50 years ago for what they thought the art should go in. This is the postmodern book. You know, this is the modern book. This is the postmodern book. And that's what we should focus on. That's what we should teach is modern, postmodern literature. And genre literature should just be left by the wayside, even though it's 99% of sales. Right? So 99% of the book market is just ignored in academia. And of course, people get a creative writing degree from some university, maybe a prestigious one, and then they get out there and start writing books and realize no one wants to read them. And it's kind of like a shock because they never bothered to pay attention to reality. And then they don't even really think about what got them into reading. They don't remember reading like Brian Jacques or something when they were a kid and liking fantasy books. They're like, oh, well, yeah, they got me into reading when I was 12, but no one wants, what's important is to write more postmodern literature, even though the postmodern period died like 30 years ago. Let's write more postmodern literature, right? The style is not, I say academia just has nothing past the postmodern. It's like, well, we have things that are just, almost Dadaist, and we just can't go any further with that. So you have to take a step back and go, well, what are we going to actually teach? What are we actually going to learn? And it kind of has to be genre fiction. You have to kind of go back to like romantic sensibilities and then go back forward. Anyway. I don't think he's on death's door. Trad Pub's the equivalent of current Hollywood literature, but there's like no money in it other than old books. Old books kind of support the whole thing because they still have the rights to publish Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and Wheel of Time in the fantasy world. That's the case. Modern fantasy literature that's published by like Tor. You pick out 10 books, 9 of them will be bad. That's just how it is. You go pick out indie books. Pick out 10, 5 of them will be bad. Now that still seems like a bad ratio. Like half of them are bad, but it's much better than 9 out of 9. You can almost guarantee that a new book from Tor is not going to be good. But you have a reasonable chance of finding a good book that's an indie published, Plato said, in vain man knocks on the door of the muse. Yes, the muse goes where she will. If it wasn't French or Latin, it wasn't considered literature. That's true too. Except in England where they had like a pride in their own language. But the island is always special. When you're looking at art history, the island is always special. England always does its own thing. So England was using harmony of thirds and chords like hundreds of years before anybody else, just as a novelty, and then it like forgot how to do them. And then by the time you get to the late Baroque, then people are doing thirds again in England. But yeah, the Renaissance, English Renaissance music uses lots of thirds and uses quarts and stuff. When, like in the mainline, it was all polyphony. Kind of a cool thing. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Stormbringer mods? I don't know what Stormbringer mods are. Yeah, Vance's Dying Earth. Those are cool. He has a cool approach to magic, too. I mean, he kind of influenced a lot of people thinking, like, there's a magic system. It's a magic system. I don't know. What do you think? Let me do, like, a straw poll. We'll see what... I mean, we did Morrowind. Morrowind's cool. Boy, these things used to be good. No, it's all, like, crazy. Need to play. Answer one. I think if we do Final Fantasy VII, we'll do like the OG. The OG one. I don't need any of this. All right, create a poll. Straw poll used to be simple and good. Hopefully this one works. Let's see here. Click that. There's my daughter screaming. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is always good for a replay. It's a good game. I need to make sure my like version is working, and I can actually. I could do the PC version, and then like play it on my Steam Deck. No, it doesn't. I don't think it works on the Steam Deck. That way I can play it away. Somebody's playing the remake on Steam Deck. That would make it easy. It's playable with some caveats. Oh, we'll just play it on the Vita. How's the relocation process going? Well, I mean, we're leaving in like 4 weeks. I've got this kind of like, almost looks like I'm losing my hair there because of the way the part of my hair is up looking. It's kind of cool. You get this like nice 4-finger forehead here. I've always had a big forehead. The remake isn't a remake. Why is it called remake then? Why is it called the remake if it's not a remake? I think Final Fantasy VII has it. You could do like more Morrowind some other time. Morrowind's always like good for a replay. It's always fun. And they just updated like the Vita firmware. Of course, I'm not updating my firmware because I use custom firmware. Which, if you get a PlayStation Vita now, I don't really see a big reason to not use custom firmware. That makes it so you can't directly spend your money on the PlayStation Store. So you're going to have the kind of lead up to the PlayStation Store getting shut down. If you get a Vita, you want to get all the games that you want from the PlayStation Store on it, like right away. And leave them on there because you may not be able to download them in the future. Let me see if I got it here. Let's see here. There it is. Put this here. Got the Vita out. There's so much good stuff for the Vita. Like, it's unbelievable how big their good software library actually is. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this here. Properties. There it is. Ba-ba-boom. Then I think I can project it. There we go. All right, here we go. My buddy Daryl just sent me a text. What's up? You got a new gun. What did he get? XD Elite. Oh, he's got like a little light and everything. That's cool. Ah, there's that sweet music. Watch this little intro here. Do you need a PS4 or PS5 to use the streaming service on the Vita? Yeah, so good question. So to stream live gameplay, yeah, you can stream it from a PS4 or PS5. I don't know of a way, no one's tried to set it up with the... Actually, you can't do PS5 anymore, just PS4 or PS3, sorry. PS3 or PS4. PS5 streaming does not work on the Vita anymore. You gotta use your phone for that. But the phone streaming or the PC streaming for PS5 actually works really good. It works way better than I thought it would work. Like way better than I thought it would work. And the fact that this worked on like the PS3, and I've tested this with my PS4. I've actually played remotely on my PS4 in different cities, and I've played remotely on my PS5 on my phone in different cities too. No, Dimebag Daryl is not new game. Here we go, new game. His ghost is not sending me text messages. Turn this off. I don't have like a light bulb in my eye as much. I miss like I need to put like my blue light back in because that was like softer. You didn't really notice it as much. I mean, friends, get that kind of off to the side. I think I could probably turn these off. Looks good. Turn that. Oh no, let's do gain. There we go. Now visible. With these scan lines, this is more or less what it looked like in the olden days. I'm watching in a car during a downpour, so I can't hear much. Well, that's cool. Move into where it rains a lot more. Yeah, just stick with the phone for streaming. You could stream PS4 to your phone too. I haven't played Legend of Dragoon in a very long time. Thoughts on Breath of Fire? I'm a fan of the Breath of Fire games, but I haven't played them in a long time. I liked the SNES ones. I have one for Game Boy Advance. Yeah, they're good games. This was so cool back in, like, the 90s, by the way. This looked really cool. But this is more or less what it looked like. If you play this on the Switch, all these characters will look super crisp. And that's just not the way they looked. They looked like this. Come on, newcomer. Follow me. There you go. This original. Name ex-soldier. I heard that calling it soldier was actually originally a translation error. Like they used the word soldier in Japanese, like the English word soldier, and then they just didn't think that it might sound dumb in English. Take everything. Yeah. Yeah, these backgrounds were just like, God, they were amazing. And they still look pretty good, in my opinion. Wow, you used to be in Soldier, all right. Not everybody you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier, aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? Hold it, Jesse. He was in Soldier. He quit. Quit them and now is one of us. Didn't catch your name. We're just gonna use original names, right? Let's do that. Default. 90s game with iffy translation. Say it isn't so. Yeah, the CGI backgrounds were huge. And like the subtle animations, like the fan spinning, it looked so cool. We're like, how are they doing this? It's all pre-rendered, you know. But what if a CD, when you have all the space of a CD, of 3 CDs, you can put a lot of images on it. I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. The hell y'all doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target's the North Mako Reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Ex-soldier, huh? Don't trust ya. I'm just going to go with default names for this playthrough. If you push the directional button while pushing the cancel button to run, earlier marked X. Funny names are funny. I think we're just going to do defaults this time. Sometimes these like battle transitions can take a while with the CDs. Sometimes there's like a little stall out, especially on old hardware where the drives aren't working quite as good as they used to. A lot of spam in circle here. Barret's supposed to be bullet, right? I don't remember. He might be, yeah. Crowd strife. Oh, there's a little thing there. I didn't even see him because of the bad graphics. Now, if you want, we can actually try a couple different like video modes out here. No, that's not it. Hopefully I didn't mess it up right now. I might have messed it up. My Vita's been acting a little weird lately. I probably should have restarted it. Well, now I got a black screen. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, but now it's not showing up on my PC. Go back in, select something, select this. Okay, boom. There it is. Alright. Sorry about that. Naming the ninja Shadow. Yeah. I think so too. Yo! This your first time in a reactor? No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know. Adrenaline settings. Sharp bilinear. I think that's what we want. Yeah. I think sharp bilinear is what we want. You can actually turn on like anti-aliasing, and it looks kind of cool in some games, but we're going to keep the scan lines here. This planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just hurry. That's it. You're coming with me from now on. Biggs and I got the code for this door. Code deciphered. I do like the music here a lot. Code deciphered. How well do halogen lights work on camera? I actually don't know, because I haven't used them. I think they work fine on camera, though. The chest over here. Phoenix down. Push that button over there. Yes, ma'am. Button pushed. Switch on. Little by little, the reactors will drain out all the life, and that'll be that. Oh, it's not my problem. The planet's dying, Cloud. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the roboguards come. He's so angry with his little goat hoof hands. Isn't Final Fantasy VII the game where the villain kills the protagonist's girlfriend or something? Yeah, I think that's in like disc 3 though. Wait, is there a... I don't remember if there's a chest here. Enemy sighted. Da da da. Yeah, in this game, you're starting off as like eco-terrorists. Things get a little more complicated as you go, but yeah, that's the setup. Push the OK button in front of a ladder to grab onto it. After that, use the directional button to move up or down. Thank you for the tutorial. Push the OK button. Okay, yeah, there was like a little love triangle, kind of. There's a weird thing with the PlayStation 1 version too, where the upper part of the screen is in like 15 FPS or something, and then the bottom part's actually like 60 FPS, either 30 or 60. Like there's two different frame modes. When you play this on the Switch or the PC, that's not the case. Like everything's running all smooth. It looks very different from this version. Like the simplicity of Shinra being the one evil corporation. Can't go that way. All right, go this way. Yeah, I played the remake on PS4. It looks great on PS5. I really enjoyed the remake. Even though it's not even like disc 1. I feel like a huge portion of the story just happens here in Midgar, though, as far as like the actual plot. Like there's a, you know, the other two discs are much more spaced out with like kind of irrelevant stuff, honestly. A lot of exploration and just stuff that doesn't matter to the overall plot very much. I mean, not as much as the stuff that's going on in here. Like, it's very dense in the first disc, and then it's not as dense later. There we go. You have to kind of like walk onto it. I don't have... Oh, there we go. There we go. Checking the memory card. Have to build the... Let's do slot 1. Has to like build a virtual one. Alright. I don't remember if you can go in this door. I don't think you can. There's one part where you can like go the wrong way and just fight like Shinra bad guys forever. What do you think of Rick Riordan calling his own fans racist for disliking race swapping, the new adaptation of his books? Hey man, he'll say whatever he needs to get what to stay on the good graces of the death cult. I'm trying to remember how to actually get this to work. Yeah, no, we're not gonna worry about it right now. We might have to wait for the tutorial. We blow this place, this ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it! I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Fine, be my guest. Watch out! This isn't just a reactor. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up. Oh, I hate the minigame. Oh, I hate the minigames in this game. I hate them. Yeah, sorry. These are like some of my least favorite minigames in all Final Fantasy, or in Final Fantasy VII. Heads up, here they come. If you had complete control of your schedule, how many hours a day would you write for? I don't know. Big shot! Money shot! Search scope. Attack while its tail is up. It's going to counterattack with its laser. Oh, don't attack while its tail is up. Well, I'm glad that I decided to use a potion there. We'll see if it counterattacks a spell. Oh, it does. Ouch. Cloud limit break. For its tail to get back down. There we go. Braver. There we go. First boss down. Come on, let's get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation. I remember this being like really stressful. Even though it's really hard to take actually 10 minutes to get out of here. Very hard to actually take 10 minutes to get out of here, but... Smoke shot. Yeah, it's game over if you miss the 10 minutes, actually. But like, it's actually kind of difficult to not get out of here in 10 minutes. Now, in the one of the versions of the games, you have an option to set the time. You all right? My legs got stuck. Thanks. You have an option to set it. I think on the Switch version, you could set it for like 30 minutes or like 10 or 15 or something. No. So that's kind of fun. That you can like take the option to do the short version. It's a classic. Hey Brian, hope you're doing all right. Playing this is the PS1 version. This is the but I'm playing it on the Vita. But it looked, it looked approximately like this back in the day. I think Final Fantasy VII fandom was one of the first depraved fan bases. Oh, Final Fantasy House. Yeah, that's a fun rabbit hole to go down to. Code deciphered. I don't know about the first. It's certainly not the first, but it's a great example of like how weirdness can develop in unhealthy fandom where people don't have actual healthy relationships with each other or proper spiritual connection. They look for something to fill in the gap of their spirituality, and Final Fantasy House is a great example. They believe like mystically that they're somehow these characters because their materially wealthy life is devoid of meaning. Come on, guys, we gotta go. We've got 6 minutes left. Did we make it out? Guys, I think we made it out in the 10-minute time. Oh, and here's a cutscene. Like, it transitions, like, perfectly into cutscenes. You can only tell there's just, like, a little click where you can see it kind of goes to a video file. That should keep the planet going. At least a little longer. Yeah. Okay, now everyone get back. Yeah, you gotta look up Final Fantasy House. It is one of the weirdest... It's one of the weirdest things that I can think of as far as like weird modern fandom goes. Alright, now let's get out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Split up and get on the train. Hey. If it's about your money, save it till we're back at the hideout. Yeah, those backgrounds, man, they were cool. So one thing I do like about the remake is they really took this aesthetic and made it actually high res. It looks really cool. Excuse me. What happened? Nothing? Hey, listen, or you better get out of here. Don't see many flowers around here. Oh, these? Do you like them? They're only a gill. Buy one. Oh, thank you. Here you are. This like animated thing here. There's people running around. Like, oh no. But man, these backgrounds really did look pretty incredible. They still look good, I think. I think something about the like CRT filter softens them up a lot, makes them look a lot sharper, like they just a lot better, like they did back in the day. Oh no. That's as far as you go. I don't have time to be messing around with you guys. Enough babbling. Grab him! Yep, seamless cutscene. It's really cool. Yeah, I think the remake was really well done. I think a lot of people who view Final Fantasy VII as like their favorite game or their favorite story didn't like it a lot because they did a lot of different stuff. And the gameplay is very different, but I actually appreciated it. Cloud never came. Cloud. I wonder if he was killed. No way! Cloud. One thing I did like about the remake is they really juiced Jessie's death. Like, you really get to know her, and then when they kill her, it's like, oh, that's really sad. Say, do you think Cloud's gonna fight to the end for Avalanche? The hell would I know? Do I look like a mind reader? Y'all weren't such screw-ups. Hey, Barret, what about our money? Nothing, sorry. Ah. Cloud, Cloud, Cloud! When I was a kid, I would name my character stuff like ass and... ass, ass, ass! Looks like I'm a little late. Damn right you me. I'm waltzing in here making a big scene. It's no big deal, just what I always do. Shit! Having everyone worried like that, you don't give a damn about no one but yourself. You were worried about me? What? I'm taking it out of your money, hot stuff. Wake up. We're moving out. Follow me. Hey, Cloud. You were great back there. Cloud, we'll do even better next time. Be careful. I'll shut this. Oh, Cloud, your face is pitch black. There you go. Say, thanks for helping me back there at the reactor. Remember, there was a hidden item back here. I do like that you can look around like the environments, you know, you can like, kind of walk around them, but I don't think there's any like serious items to even bother picking up in this first act anyway. Last train out of Sector 8 station. Last stop is Sector 7. Train graveyard. Expected time of arrival is 12:23 a.m. Midgar Standard Time. This is why I hate the last train. Hoo boy! This is my house, so make yourselves at home. You see the headlines in the Shinra Times? The terrorists that bombed the #1 reactor are based somewhere in the slums. Blowing up a reactor. They sure put some thought into this one. Must have a real calculating leader. I wonder what they'll do next. Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up. Seems this train hasn't switched to security mode yet. I'm sure that will change by tomorrow. Hey Cloud, you want to look at this with me? It's a map of the Midgar rail system. Let's look at it together. I'll explain it to you. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors, you know, flashy stuff. Okay, it's about to start. This is a complete model of the city of Midgar. I love the, like, wireframes, you know. It's about 1/10,000th scale. The top plate is about 50 meters above ground. The main support structure holds the plate up in the center, and there are other support structures built in each section. Psst, whisper, whisper. The number 1 reactor we blew up was in the northern section. Then there's number 2, number 3, all the way up to the number 8 reactor. The 8 reactors provide Midgar with electricity. Each town used to have a name, but no one in Midgar remembers them. Instead of names, we refer to them by numbered sectors. That's the kind of place this is. Phew! This is next, look. This is the route the train is on. The route spirals around the main support structure. We should be coming around the center area right now. At each checkpoint, an ID sensor device is set up. It can check the identities and background on each and every passenger on the train by linking it up to the central databank at Shinra headquarters. Whisper, whisper. Anyone could tell that we look suspicious, so we're using fake IDs. Speak of the devil. That light means that we're in the ID security check area. When the lights go off, you'll never know what kind of creeps will come out. Anyhow, we're almost back now. That's a relief. Seeing stars. This sucks. I hate the dark. You look like you can see the surface now. The city don't have no day or night. If that plate weren't there, we could see the sky. A floating city. Pretty unsettling scenery. Huh? Never expect to hear that out of someone like you. You're just full of surprises. The upper world, a city on a plate. It's because of that. It's because of that. Oh, I don't know if I should cuss. It's because of that goddamn pizza that people underneath are suffering. And the city below is full of polluted air. This is all what I call expositional dialogue. You're doing exposition by dialogue. People are basically saying things to each other that they already know. If you're writing a book, you actually don't want to do this. But if you're not writing a book, if you're doing something like a movie, sometimes you have to do this because there's no other way to explain what's going on to the listener other than to have people say it through dialogue. You can do it in a book. Robert E. Howard used to do it all the time. Characters would explain the setup to each other, just like how it would happen in Shakespeare. But in my opinion, it's not ideal. It's better to just do it in prose in a book. Just a little side note there. I call that expositional dialogue. Dialogue that does the exposition work. You basically have characters say things to each other they already know. Notice the characters here blink. The PC version, I think they lost the blinks, or something weird happened where like one eye would blink and not the other. On top of that, the reactor keeps draining up all the energy. And why doesn't everyone move onto the plate? Don't know, probably because they ain't got no money. Or maybe because they love their land no matter how polluted it gets. I know. No one lives in the slums because they want to. It's like this train. It can't run anywhere except where its rails take it. You get complete control of your schedule. I already answered. I don't know. I have no idea. 8. Prefer to write probably, I work for 8 hours. What portion would be writing? What portion would be other stuff? I don't know. Because like writing is not just writing. You know, there's editing, there's rewriting, there's marketing, there's all kinds of things that go into writing these days. So I don't know. But also, like, I don't engage in those hypotheticals because I don't have that control. Like, other things have to take priority, like my kids, you know, my other people in my life that need me. You know, having complete schedule freedom is not It's not in the cards right now. Yo, get over here, y'all. What's this guy have to say? When you've been a trade man as long as I have, you see a lot of people and a lot of lives. People meeting, parting, joy, sadness. After a while, it doesn't even get to you anymore. This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. The hard part's still to come. Don't y'all be scared of that explosion. Because the next one's going to be bigger than that. Meet back at the hideout. Move out. Peeking my mic a little bit. I feel like Barret has to yell everything. Listen, honky. I'm trying to remember if there's anything this way. I don't think there is. I thought maybe there was like a chest or something. Oh, there's some bad guys though. Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything over here. No, I think you can... Yeah, that train car moves. I don't know if you can actually do this yet. I don't remember at all. I think you can get on this train car. Yeah, I think you have to move this stuff around. But I think that might be later. If I'm gonna come back this way, I don't remember. Yeah, those synth pads, I like them a lot. I like the soundtrack to Final Fantasy VII quite a bit. I think Nobuo Uematsu did a great job. I'm not letting you go tonight. Wow! There's a save point. Circle saves. There it goes. Hey now. Oops. What on earth are you doing? Just buzz out. Jeez. You come to see it too? There was a bombing on top. If this pillar should come down, everyone in the slums is dust. There's no point in worrying about that. Hey, look, it's huge, ain't it? Now, little moments like this were pretty cool in this game. This was like very innovative at the time, and I think a lot of it holds up because the detail of the backgrounds still remains for the most part. You can see there's tons of dithering. Like there's dithering. See all this dithering? There's tons of dithering because of the way that colors had to be displayed on the PS1. If you look carefully, you can see it. But like, this is my place, but you can come here whenever you want. Bye, bro. Yo, Cloud, over here now. Roar! Did you hear? No, what? There's a news update. They say that there was a terrorist explosion up above, and this time it was a Mako reactor. You know what this means? No, what? You see, I keep on top of these things. And if you ask me, if you knock out Midgar's power, then all of its computers and signals are going to be knocked out too. Financially, there must have been about 1 billion gil worth of damage. And that ain't all. A lot of innocent people got killed too. If the explosion had been in the middle of the night, that would have been one thing. At least the people could have gone in their sleep. Explosions, man, Avalanche is so cool. Can I go in here? I'm not opening up. Go away. Alright, talk to Barret. Okay, go on ahead. Any opinions regarding limited location bounded saves, or do they make a game more challenging or just repetitive. It just depends on the game design. I think providing saves in a way that allows people to repeat challenges in a convenient way is good. But, there's always, in a Final Fantasy game, there's always like a couple save points where like you have to do, it's like Dark Souls, you have to kill like 100 guys and then fight a boss. And that kind of sucks when there's a save point like that. It's better to have a save point kind of close to a boss. And the design improved over time. By the time we got to Final Fantasy VI, if you found a save point, you pretty much knew a boss was coming up. That's why they gave you the save point, was to like let you save your game so that you could try it multiple times without having to clear the whole dungeon again, to save you some time. You have to think that death is a time penalty, and time penalty is the main penalty you get for dying in a game. So if you make that penalty too stiff, people will quit the game. And if you make it too lax, people will get a little bit bored, It just kind of depends. I don't think there's anything wrong with like if Final Fantasy 13, if you died, it would just be like, try the encounter again. You just try that encounter again. So you could try the boss fight like 100 times in a row if you want to, without having to wait to reload. And that actually is really, I think in that game is really good, because there's a couple boss fights where you really got to try them a couple times. Marlene, aren't you going to say anything to Cloud? Oh, Marlene, aren't you going to say anything to Cloud? Welcome home, Cloud. Looks like everything went well. Did you fight with Barret? Yeah, I should have known. He's always pushing people around, and you've always been in fights ever since you were little. I was worried. I think we're going to keep canon names for this one, I think. Probably shouldn't have. We probably should have, done new names. It's alright. Do you like time loop stories like Groundhog Day? I do sometimes. You almost never see them here in the slums. But a flower for me? Oh, Cloud, you shouldn't have. Thank you, Cloud. It smells wonderful. Maybe I should fill the store with flowers. Nothing like that first drink after a job. Yeah. Why don't you have one too? Yeah, why not? Oh, that's more like it. Even if you were with Soldier, you're still a rookie here, so you better listen to whatever I tell you. Oh, Cloud, Tifa really knows how to cook. Anyway, let me tell you something. I'm not interested in your stories. Tifa always lets me taste your cooking. And look at me now, I'm roly-poly. Don't know whether I should be happy or sad, but it's the good food and drinks that make this shop famous. Oh, here comes Barret. Papa, welcome home. Imagine having a dad with a machine gun arm. You all right, Barret? Great. Get in here, fools. We're starting the meeting. Sit down. How about something to drink? Give me something hard. Isn't that her line? Just a minute. I'll make one for you. I'm relieved you made it back safely. What's with you all of a sudden? That wasn't even a tough job. I guess not. You were in Soldier. Make sure you get your pay from Barret. Don't worry, once I get that money, I'm out of here. Cloud, are you feeling alright? Yeah, why? No reason. You just look a little tired, I guess. You'd better go down below. Little kitchen. Texas! I like how there's a Texas thing on the wall. Oops. Hey, look at the news. What a blast. I think it was all because of my bomb, but all I really did was just make it like the computer told me. Oh no, I must have made a miscalculation somewhere. They got a nice flat screen TV. Hey, that was my mom's debut. Makes me proud. You think I'm a little too uptight? No. Well, that's okay. Don't worry about me. I don't look like it, but I'm a coward at heart. Yo, Cloud, there's something I want to ask you. Is there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? None, I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Don't go thinking you're so bad just because you was in Soldier. Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. But don't forget that your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Don't get no ideas about hanging on to Shinra. Staying with Shinra? You asked me a question and I answered it, that's all. Going upstairs. I want to talk about my money. Shucks, money. Can I talk to Marlene? I can't, like, face her to talk to her. Oh, there's Tifa. Wait, Cloud. Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about either Shinra or Soldier. Don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. I don't care about the planet. It reminds me of the meme, be the American the Japanese think you are. You're terrible. Really cold-blooded. HEI. Yeah, look at that. Texas. Beer from Texas. I do like some Texas beers. What do I do up here? I think I just walked to the door. Here we go. Here's Tifa. Listen, Cloud, I'm asking you. Please join us. Sorry, Tifa. The planet is dying. Slowly but surely it's dying. Someone has to do something. So let Barret and his buddies do something about it. It's got nothing to do with me. So, you're really leaving? You're just gonna walk right out ignoring your childhood friend? What? Sorry. You forgot the promise, too. Promise? So you did forget. Remember, Cloud? It was 7 years ago. Look at those stars. In the city, you actually probably wouldn't see the stars like that. Look, the well. Do you remember? Yeah, back then. I thought you would never come, and I was getting a little cold. Sorry, I'm late. Look at those polygons. You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Come this spring, I'm leaving this town for Midgar. All boys are leaving our town. But I'm different from all of them. I'm not just going to find a job. I want to join Soldier. I'm going to be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Sephiroth, the great Sephiroth. Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I probably won't be able to come back to this town for a while. Huh? Will you be in the newspapers if you do well? I'll try. Hey, why don't we make a promise? If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you come save me, alright? What? Whenever I'm in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to at least experience that once. What? Come on, promise me. Alright, I promise. Shooting star. Beautiful. Beautiful. You remember now, don't you? Our promise. I'm not a hero and I'm not famous. I can't keep the promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier. So come on, you've got to keep your promise. Wait a sec, big time soldier. A promise is a promise. Here. Receive Barret's stash. 1,500 gil. This is my pay? Don't make me laugh. What? Then you'll... Got the next mission lined up? I'll do it for 3,000. What? It's okay, it's okay. Psst, psst, we're really hurting for help, right? Oh, that money's for Marlene's schooling. 2,000. Thanks, Cloud. So it's a little town upstate, that's why you can see the stars. Yeah, good point. Here we go. But you're from Texas. Woo! Good morning, Cloud. Did you sleep well? Next to you, who wouldn't? I don't know what you mean. I'm going this time. Our target's the Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. I'll fill you in on the train. Yo, Cloud. Before the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use Materia. I'll give you that Materia you found. Just teach me how to use it. Okay, I'll explain it. Tutorial. First, access the menu. You know the basic functions. The triangle button brings up the menu. Directional buttons move the cursor. Like this. Look at this tutorial. Wait. Tutorial. Do you want to leave the menu? Just press the cancel button. See? Let's go ahead. Now you're in this menu. Select Materia. Now look at my weapons here. Each weapon and armor has slots in it. Choose which slot you want to put Materia in. Now select the Materia you want to use. This is curative Materia. You want to know what its effect is? Line the cursor up with check. Push the OK button. Just like selecting battle commands, just line the cursor up to magic. You can see that the available magic has increased. Now you can use new magic, Cure. And that's all there is to equipping Materia. See, it wasn't that tough. When you want to remove any Materia, it's as easy as pointing to the Materia slot and pushing the triangle button. There's just one thing you have to be careful of. Whenever you equip Materia, your situation changes. Parts of you may become stronger. while others get weaker. Normally, when you equip magic materia, your magic power will get stronger, but your physical strength weakens. So materia is kind of a double-edged sword. On the left side of the screen, you can see materia's effects on you. It's not wise to overuse magic materia, but try out various things. Push the cancel button to exit the submenu. Okay, that's about it. I'll give you some advanced tips later. Shit, what's this? Wasn't that tough? Crap! I'm clueless. Well, you handle the materia then. Cloud, I got a message from the weapon shop man upstairs. He has something he wants to give you. Don't forget. Marlene, you watch the store while we're gone. How's a guy with the minigun for a hand going to push the triangle button? I'll reach over with one finger. Alright. Take care. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. You guys can listen to this music for a second. I'm thirsty. It's hot. Hot day. Really not a hot day, it's just hot in here. Alright. Back we go. Time to turn Cloud into a materia addict. Oh, I knocked my Vita down. Lovely. This appears to have survived. Have you ever read the book The House with a Clock in its Walls? No. There's a weapon shop guy upstairs. This toilet. What if my son's already left? It's just my wife and I here. You have no idea how lonesome he gets. He used to give us nothing but headaches when he was here, but now he's gone. I kind of miss him. Strange, isn't it? Look at his room. Looks like a teenager's room. Listen, if there isn't anyone to listen, what's the use of getting a gossip on everyone? Yeah, you and Mr. I don't care. I'll get a little more information that would... Poke! There's a typo. Pique even your interest. You wait and see. Poke. Poke? Johnny's gone. You look a little disappointed. I don't like to say it myself, but I'm just a lonely guy when I'm not drinking. Try to pull. Geez, you tired? Why don't you rest up on the third floor of my house? It's just one condition. You gotta give me some cash. Oh man, oh man! Go ahead and help yourself to the room. Hey, wait a minute, you. You can't just walk out of here without buying something. Might be unhealthy for you if you know what I mean. Oops. An iron beam. Use whatever bed you want. Sleep tight, old guy. Wet and miserable here. Fortunate. What's in here? Okay, that's interesting. Hi, doggy. How to use the buttons. L1, R1 button to turn quickly. How to reset. L1, L2, R1, R2, select and start buttons. Push any of those buttons together to reset the game. Only works in the field. Finger? What the hell? I'm the position cursor. Call me whenever you're walking around confused. Push the select button and I'll peer over your shiny little head. Jeez, you stand out even more than I do. Am I in the way? If so, just push the select button one more time. I'm pretty busy myself. I can't always come when you need me. If I don't show up sometimes, don't get mad. Later. Oh, I don't want this again. Oh boy. Do people over there here comment anything about the cardinal arrested in Hong Kong? I heard something about it. But like no one here is talking about it. Except like sometimes on the internet. Okay. Breaking the fourth wall has aged somewhat poorly. This was funny in the 90s, now it's somewhat grating. I like that they made fun of it in Far Cry Blood Dragon. I'm a treasure chest. What are these guys doing? Hey soldier, tell us about battles. We'll even pay you. I'm not hard up enough to take money from guys like you, but I'll rap with you for a while. Yeah, let's get out of here. Whew. Like even this little bedroom has like cool details in it. Another slow day. See what he's got. My one. Fire and ice. Door. Where's the door? All right. There was like a second floor here. Maybe I'm wrong. Sneezing. Alright, here we go.
Yo! Looks like this ain't no private car, so split up.
Hoodlums again. God, I just don't have all the luck.
You say something? I said you say something. Yo, look at that. It got empty all of a sudden. What's going on?
Damn. It's empty because of guys like you. Yipes.
You seen the news, right? Avalanche says there'll be more bombings. Only devoted employees like me would go to Midgar on a day like today.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, sorry.
You working for Shinra?
It won't give you into violence and Barret.
Damn, you lucky son of a bitch.
So, what are we gonna do now?
Shit. The hell you so calm about? You busting up my rhythm.
Seems like they just finished connecting the cars. We're finally leaving. So what's our next target?
Listen to Mr. Serious about his work. Alright, I'll tell you. Jesse's probably already told you, but there's a security checkpoint at the top plate. It's an ID scan system checking all the trains.
Which Shinra is very proud of.
We can't use our fake IDs anymore.
Good morning and welcome to Midgar Lines. Arrival time at Sector 4 station will be 11:45. That means we've got only 3 more minutes to the ID checkpoint.
Alright, in 3 minutes we're jumping off this train. Got it?
Cloud, come over here. Let's look at the railway map monitor. You're the only one that still talks to me or comes to my house. I'm impressed. It looks like you've seen this already. It's alright. Come a little closer. That's odd. The ID checkpoint was supposed to be further down. Type A security alert. Unidentified passengers confirmed. A search of all cars will be conducted. Some nice transparency effects there. Repeat. Type A security alert. Unidentified passengers confirmed. A search of all cars will be conducted. What's happening?
What's going on?
We're in trouble. I'll explain later. Hurry. Get to the next car.
Shit, someone blew it.
Unidentified passengers located in car number 1, preparing for lockdown.
Let's go, keep it up.
Car number 1 locked down, upgrading to level 2 warning.
Hurry! You're gonna lock the door, sir.
Just run! Unidentified passengers preparing in car number 2, preparing for lockdown.
Changing to plan 2.
Car number 2 locked down, upgrading to warning level 3.
Alright, we clear? Not yet. They're starting another check. If we're caught, we're done for. Don't worry. If we move up the train car by car, we should get past it. Unidentified passengers moving to front of train. Currently tracking location. Car number 3 locked down, upgrading to warning level 4. I like the little timers. You gotta go. Car number 4 locked down, upgrading to maximum security alert. I like this guy dressed like he's got this hat and everything. All right, we made it. Yo, this way. Let's go. We're gonna dive out of here. It's me, Jesse. How do I look, Cloud? Do I look good in a Shinra uniform? Yeah. You look great, just like a man. Yay, I'm so happy. I think. Scary, huh? Too late to be saying that now. Why'd you come along anyway? Because. Hey, you two, there ain't no time for that. Yo, ain't no time to waste. Do something. Yeah, I've made up my mind. Watch closely. I'm gonna jump. You don't care if I go first? The leader always stays till the end. Don't worry about me. Just go. Yo, don't go getting your spiky ass hurt. It's only the beginning of the mission. Later, you take care of the rest. Let's try suplexing the train. Maybe that'll help. Good. So far, everything's going as planned. Better not let your guard down till we get to the Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse got everything ready for us, so move it. So, well, the reactor's just down this tunnel. So you can actually go back this way. And you can just, like, go infinitely this way. And you'll just fight, like, endless things. There's no real reason to do it, but I just thought I'd point it out. That's the thing you can do. Silk. Silk. Miss. That's the best. I think he can be in the back. And let's do some materia here. What do we have in here? Ice and lightning. That's fine. There we go. Isn't that just Door's heaven? Yeah. Yeah, so basically there's really no reason to go that way, if I remember right. But you can. Like, you can go that way, and it just will go on, if I remember, like, forever. Those light beams are Shinra's security sensors. We can't go any further. It's one damn tiny hole. You're telling me to squeeze into that to get under the plate? No way! Yo, Cloud, what are we gonna do? There seems to be nothing that'll get us stuck in this duct. Yeah, if we go down this duct, we won't be able to come back up here. Don't be wasting time. Never know when the Shinra will find us. Cloud, you just gotta go. Damn, man, that thing gives me the chills. Alright. Back attack! Hell bubbles! Man, Shinra's got like a lot of monsters just like floating around here. I have to be the person in charge of maintaining the subway tracks, yeah. Fire works good on these guys. Let's find out. Yeah. So they have a ton of HP. They don't hit hard, but man, they're tough. Let's see if Bolt is like a good hit for them. Yeah, oh yeah. Lightning. A lot of XP. Forgot I have an assault gun. Yeah, let's do the assault gun, and then we can do... Do I have another one? No. Like this funny little like synth kind of synth thing. Oh, here's Wedge. Cloud, this way. The reactor's up this ladder. Hell bubbles! Alright, we got rid of that guy at least. There we go. I can't remember if there's an item on top of that ladder, so I kind of want to check it out real quick. I just don't remember. I thought there was like an item in here, but we'll find out. Find out real quick. Or maybe this is the ladder we're supposed to go up. I don't really remember. Oh, no, this was the ladder we're supposed to go up. I'm sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I made your ID card special, so that's why it happened. Put my heart into making it, but I failed. Not sure which way to go. Next time I'll give you something more decent. I'll be back at the hideout in my research room working on it. I don't remember if it's this way. Just don't remember. There's a save point here, so that's good. Bolt probably kills these robots really good too. Yeah. I'm gonna pull out now. We'll meet up at the hideout. Cloud, we're counting on you to blow the reactor. Got a tent. It does sound like an 80s movie. I like it too. Rocket launcher. Ouch. I wonder if it's normal for subway stations to have rocket launchers scattered around. Yeah, this is the PS1 version of Final Fantasy VII, by the way, so I'm actually playing it on the PS Vita, but it's the PS1 version, so there's a lot of different weird things with the other versions because they're based on the PC version, which has some bugs and stuff. Alright. My middle school soundtrack, yeah. It was more like high school for me. But I didn't play the game like when it came out. I only played it later. People were super into it when it came out. It was kind of like a slow burn though. Like people weren't paying attention to this game until like everyone was playing it and like wearing Final Fantasy VII t-shirts and stuff. And then it was like a huge deal, you know. Wait, do we go this way or do we go up? No. See, they reuse some of the like backgrounds, which helps. Saves disk space, I think. Ba bum bum bum. Smog. Got home from work and my son told me that he looked up Alex Jones. I mean, that could go so many different directions, you know. My son told me he looked up Alex Jones. I'm so proud of him. Same for me, Genki. Genki this guy. How are you? See how easily these machine guns die. Cloud's got a limit break. Need to use some magic to kind of kill him off. Braver. Let's use it on this guy. It'll probably one-shot him. See what fire does to these guys. I know Bolt will kill him like in one shot. Nah, fire doesn't do much. Bolt magic is so good in here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Actually, can you... I don't think I can go in that door. Yeah, stuff can go in the door. Convinced that certain politicians and Lady Gaga worship demons. I think it's true though. I think it turns out like everyone thinks the black metal guys are like the satanic dudes, and it turns out it's just Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's like 10 times more satanic than Gorgoroth or whoever else. Papa. Sephiroth? Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako Reactor, Shinra, everything. I hate them all. I like the quiet music, kind of like dulled music. Damn, man, get a hold of yourself. You all right? No, forget it. Come on, let's hurry. You know, it turns out Varg, the guy from Burzum, is not a Satanist. Lady Gaga definitely is. Alright, did we already put it in? I don't know. They should have got Alex Jones to play President Shinra. Turn of the Frog's gay! Those co-earls, man. See what Vice hits him hard. Oh yeah. Yeah, turning the chocobos gay. I've always thought her music was like pretty crappy, Lady Gaga's music. I think that about most pop bands, but like this seemed like especially true. Did we set the bomb or not? Hoping we did. Wait, can we go out this door now? No, gotta go back up the ladder. These guys die pretty easy. Whatever these things are. And these things definitely look like abominations that Shinra should be destroyed for creating. I will say that. That is definitely true. Oh, I think we're out of time for the stream. Let's get to the next cutscene and then I think we'll call it a day. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we didn't set the bomb. I think there's a clock. That's what I thought, but I was pressing it. There was like a little animation. Let's go back. I thought we set it, but it's like, yeah, I thought there was a timer. That makes sense. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the controls with this game are a little finicky, you know? They did a really good job designing these like 3D environments, though. I'll say that. Thinking that Juilliard trained means she isn't a made-up musician. Guys, do you know anything about Juilliard? You know, Juilliard is, I don't even have time to talk about it. It's not that it's a bad school or anything. But it's just another, like, arts university. It doesn't teach you how to be good, and it doesn't teach you how to have a job. And it's more about, you know, being in Juilliard is more about paying the money to Juilliard. You know? I've known more people who've dropped out of Juilliard who've been successful than people who've graduated. Let's see what fire does to these guys. Well, that didn't do much, did it? Oh, I should have done ice. Dang it. Still worked okay. Very magic susceptible. Juilliard's the Harvard of like art schools, yeah. It's like the big reason to get a Juilliard degree is so you realize like having a Juilliard degree doesn't really mean anything. I mean, no arts degree really means anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know quite what we do here. I can't tell you how many of my friends went to AMDA and only came out with debt and a coke habit. It's like people who went to, I've had several students of mine actually go to Berklee College of Music. It's the same thing. They're like, well, I got a network of people that I can gig with. And it's like, yeah, there's no gigs though. So, okay. You can do that without going to school. I can't seem to set the bomb. So maybe I did set the bomb. I can look it up real quick. You hear stuff about classically trained, but it's like, are you performing and making money with that? There's no market for like Juilliard is a way of one among many of getting a gig at an orchestra, which so like if you're a violin player, maybe it's worth it and you have the money, but you pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars is what it ends up being to maybe get a gig at an orchestra, but you probably, you still have to audition for it. So you still have to be good at the other side of that. It's not that Juilliard's a bad school. Like, don't mistake me. It's really just that, like, doesn't mean that much. People who graduate from Juilliard are not necessarily good. There's no timer and no boss battle. Okay, so we did set it. All right. So yeah, just look that up. All right. I think we'll probably need to hurry this on up and you do this whenever you change screens, I don't like prog rock because of Dream Theater. They're all Berklee dropouts. That's why I'm like, there's more people who's famous for dropping out. I had a friend who went to Juilliard. He was an opera singer, and he sang like with the New York Met. It was a big deal. I had someone contact me like a few years ago, and they're like, I need help getting these pieces together. And I looked at the pieces, I'm like, so you're auditioning for Juilliard? And he's like, how did you know that? I'm like, those are the pieces for auditioning for Juilliard for guitar. I'm like, you shouldn't go to Juilliard. And I'm like, you're not interested in being a classical guitarist. There's no market for being a classical guitarist. I know because I am one. And it was a kid that like he really wanted to make his own music, and he played steel string guitar and did like really cool music that way. I'm like, you need to just do what you want to do and not worry about going to Juilliard. Juilliard will not give you what you want, and it will cost you a ridiculous amount of money. He's like, I got to get out of this town in Arizona. I'm like, dude, Arizona's fine. It's like, I don't need to help you with this audition because you shouldn't audition for Juilliard. First of all, you probably won't get in because the guitar teacher doesn't already know you. And because there's going to be kids that have been playing since like 5 that have been playing these same pieces that are on the audition list for like 5 years. You just don't need to do that. Unless you are super into exactly what the teacher's teaching there, you don't need to go there. That's just it. And if you are super into it, then great. Is it worth the money? Almost certainly not. It's almost certainly not worth the money you're going to pay to go to Juilliard. Especially in 2022. Maybe like 20, 30 years ago.
but certainly not for classical guitar because you're not going to make a lot of money playing classical guitar. It might help you get a gig teaching, but that's not playing classical guitar. And this is the other thing too, is like people get, I was an adjunct like college teacher. I taught at several colleges adjunct. And dude, I made way more money teaching public school. I made like $80,000 teaching public school. And like even assistant professor starting salary was like $37,000. It's like come on. There we go. Arizona is not fine. It's full of regressive conservatives who only celebrate Pride once a year and don't let their kids learn about LGBTQ+ from their kindergarten spiritual guides. Hey, David, where are you from? Originally, East Texas. Can't go that way, I guess. We gotta go this way. At least you were an adjunct community college philosophy professor. I'd be like, the professor bros. Jesse said we all have to push the button at once. No good, let's try again. Alright. No good, let's try again. No good, let's try again. There we go. This game was full of... The remake was full of crap like that, too. I'm like, come on. Make me stop the game to do this kind of stuff? Get out of here. Starting to run out of MP. Could use that tint. I don't think there's a boss fight. Yeah, we might have to use it. We'll use a tint here. I think there's like a boss fight coming up here. I'm kind of having fun playing, so I may just keep going until we get past the boss fight. Where are you now? Because I used to live in San Antonio. Right now, I'm in Modesto, California. Well, I'm in rural California, but near Modesto. Put it that way. Near Modesto. It always amuses me that college professors are some of the most vocal Marxists, but they're the ones who exploit adjunct professors, TAs. Yeah. Oh, totally. All right. Alright, here we go, guys. I have a student moving to Houston for his senior year. He's from Morocco and he hates it here. I don't blame him. Well, Houston, you got the heat. So you take Morocco heat and you add 100% humidity to it. That'll be fun. Actually, it's not as, I think, you know, Marco gets hotter because we have kind of the same weather here in California, like but it's drier, so it's not as bad. I feel like the humidity makes it a little worse. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. We got 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 90% humidity. I remember being in Lufkin one time, and it was 98 with like 100% humidity. It's like, doesn't that mean it's foggy? It's like, it's too hot to be foggy. You can actually get over 100% humidity because it'll be like super saturated when it gets really hot. It's crazy. A trap! President Shinra? Why is the president here? So you all must be that... What was it? Avalanche! And don't you forget it! And you're President Shinra, huh? Long time no see, President. Long time no see. Oh, you. You're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. I knew you'd be exposed to Mako from the look in your eyes. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? Cloud. Forgive me for asking, but I can't be expected to remember each person's name, unless you become another Sephiroth. Yes, Sephiroth. He was brilliant. Perhaps too brilliant. Sephiroth. Don't give a damn about none of that. This place is going up with a big bang soon. Serves you all right. And such a waste of good fireworks, just to get rid of vermin like you. Vermin! That's all you can say, vermin? Yo, Shinra the vermin, killing the planet, and that makes you King Vermin. So shut up, jackass. You are beginning to bore me. I'm a very busy man, so if you excuse me, I have a dinner I must attend. Dinner? Don't give me that. I ain't even started with you yet. But I've made arrangements for a playmate for you all. What's that noise? What the hell is this? Meet Airbuster, a techno-soldier. Our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data he'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in future experiments. Techno-soldier? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, President. Yo, Cloud, we gotta do something. Help, Cloud. This is from Soldier? No way. It's just a machine. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna bust him up. Bolt. Ouch. Program 1 operation. Big bummer. Ouch. Counterattack. Wow. Barret limit break. Wow. Turn function non-operational. Beat rush. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. It's becoming like electrified or something. Oh, he died. That wasn't much of a boss, but I think just like all of our limit breaks lined up. How old are you? I will be 39 next month. I will be moving on my birthday. I'll be 39 on the road. It's gonna blow. Let's go, Tifa.
Barret, can't you do something?
Not a damn thing.
Cloud, please don't die. You can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you.
I know, Tifa. Hey, you gonna be alright? You worry about yourselves, I'm alright. But take care of Tifa. Alright, sorry about all this.
Stop talking like this is the end.
Alright, then later. Here's the cutscene. How am I older than you? You were born before me. And that's how time works. Oh no. You alright? Can you hear me? Yeah. Back then, you could get by with just skin knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? What do you mean by that time? What about now? Don't worry about me. You just worry about yourself now. I'll give it a try. Oh, it moved. How about that? Take it slow now, little by little. Hello? Hello? I know. Hey, who are you? Hello, hello? You okay? You'd think Cloud could do a pull-up. Never skip arm day.
This is a church in the Sector 5 slums. It suddenly fell on top of me. It really gave me a scare.
I came crashing down?
The roof and the flower bed must have broken your fall. You're lucky.
Flower bed. Is this yours? Sorry about that.
That's all right. The flowers here are quite resilient because this is a sacred place. They say you can't grow grass and flowers in Midgar, but for some reason the flowers have no trouble blooming here.
I love it here. I prefer this Aerith over the remake. She comes off a lot more genuine rather than internet snarky. I don't think she felt snarky in the remake at all. Guys, you all remember the time you fell 10 stories into a flower bed to be awoken by a babe? Ah, the memories. Alright, can I talk to her? So, we meet again. Yeah, I need to hang it up after this one. Don't you remember me? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you were selling flowers. Oh, I'm so happy. Thanks for buying my flowers. Say, do you have any materia? I do. Yes, some. Nowadays, you can find materia anywhere. But mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. Good for nothing? You probably just don't know how to use it. No, I do. It just doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was my mother's. See, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it? After all, here we are meeting again, right? Wait here, I've got to check my flowers. It'll be just a minute. Thanks for buying my flowers. I used the money to buy booze since I'm the slum drunk. Oh yeah, the letter squad is always going to see everybody as gay or trans because they can't understand that other, like they can't understand normalcy.
Everyone's got to have some kind of thing that's like them. They want to project themselves onto everything. Now that you mention it. We don't know each other's names now, do we? My name is... I think we're going to keep canon names for this playthrough. I don't know why. Probably shouldn't, but... I started down that path, so now it will dominate my destiny. I'm Aerith, the flower girl. Nice to meet you. My name's Cloud. Me, I do a little bit of everything. Oh, a jack of all trades. Yeah, I do whatever's needed. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? Sorry, I just... Sorry, bad timing on my part. What is this guy? Cloud, don't let it get to you. Say, Cloud, have you ever been a bodyguard? You do everything, right? Yeah, that's right. Then get me out of here. Take me home. Okay, I'll do it, but it'll cost you. Well, then let's see. How about if I go out with you once? I don't know who you are, but... You don't know me? I know you. Oh yeah, I know you. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shut up, you're Shinra's spy. Reno, want him taken out? I haven't decided yet. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. You're also gay if you're antagonistic towards each other because it's just a manifestation of your suppressed homosexual desire. Yeah, you get that a lot too. Oh, these guys are about to kiss because they're angry at each other. I mean, this used to be just like a gotcha to like make fun of people. We weren't serious about it. We said things like that. They were make-a-wise. Yeah, all right. Back to work. Back to work. Oh. And don't step on the flowers. Hey, Reno, you just stepped on them. They're all ruined. Oh, there's monsters in the church, too. Look at these little guys. I do like this church. There they are over there. Cloud, that one. I know. Looks like they aren't going to let us go. What should we do? Well, we can't let them catch us, can we? Well, there's only one thing left. Aerith, this way. Alright, I'll hold them off. Right, make sure they don't get us through. The Ancient is getting away! Attack, attack! Aerith, ah! Aerith! Think we killed him? They shouldn't have put up a fight, I say. Cloud, help! Damn. What's that? Aerith! Wrong barrel. Cloud, what are you doing? Dang it. Couldn't remember which barrel it was. Which barrel to do next? Should we do this one? Yeah. Okay, well that didn't do it. Cloud, what are you doing? Stupid co-whirls. It's okay. Aerith, this way. They're looking for me again. You mean it's not the first time they've been after you? No. They're the Turks. The Turks are an organization in Shinra. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. This violently. I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of dirty stuff on the side. Spying, murder, you know. They look like it. But why are they after you? There must be a reason, right? No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Maybe you do. You want to join? I don't know, but I don't want to get caught by those people. Then let's go. Why didn't she just jump like that before? Oh, they shot at her. That's what happened. Wait, I said. Slow down, don't leave me. Funny, I thought you were cut out to be a soldier. Oh, you're terrible. Hey, Cloud, were you ever in soldier? I used to be. How did you guess? Your eyes, they have a strange glow. That's the sign of those who've been infused with Mako. A mark of soldier. But how did you know about that? Oh, nothing. Nothing? Right, nothing. Come on, let's go, bodyguard.
Yeah, there's an Oedipus story in Children of Heroin. He accidentally marries his sister. Not his mother, though. Ooh, finally made it off. Now what? Turinbar accidentally falls in love and marries his sister. My house is over here. Hurry before he comes. Michelin Man dress. Yeah, you couldn't really, like, make dress polygons look correct back then. Cloud is guilty of stolen valor. I think you only find that out later. There we go. There's our save point. Alright, I think we're gonna call it here, gents. Because I've gone a little bit long today. But I wanted to get this story on the roll. Okay, guys, I believe that is going to be it for today. I do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. I didn't link any books. Let's link some books real quick before we go. All right, what's the newest book? Boonsong whole trilogy's out, so you can check that out. I'll just link the whole set there. What else? Pope Rock has one of my 2-hour stories in it. Check that out. Free book on Gen Y with myself, Brian Niemeyer, and J.D. Cowan is out right now too. So put that out. Oh, and let's do one more. For those of you who want to develop a good creative process, we'll do Keys to Prolific Creativity. This one is popular. So we'll send that one out. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, you can see me in the corner. There's me. Full size now. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to tip your waiter. Like, comment, and subscribe. Just finished Water of Awakening. Thank you for reading that. I had a blast writing that book. Trying to finish book 3 in that series. So that one will come out this year. And there'll be another novel that will come out like kind of at the same time of a story that's referenced in the new book. It's kind of weird how I wrote it, but I'll have 2 more books coming out in that universe. Probably after I move, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get like all the drafting done and the cover work and all that stuff. So I'll probably just wait till I'm in Texas and then I'll put it out there. And I'll probably do a book version of Bright Children because people don't want to read it on Kindle Vela, and I think it's a good book. So we'll probably convert that to like a regular ebook. And I might wait on that until I like have book 2 and 3 of that series kind of ready to go, and then we'll put those out. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you all next time, and have a great day.